The Los Angeles Angels last year went 80-82 last year and finished 10 games behind Texas to win the American League West division. For pitching, they got Dan Haren. Dan Haren is a great pitcher, but last year he only went 12 for 12 with a 3.91 ERA. His career is 91-74 with a 3.66. He went 235 innings, which is great. He got 216 strikeouts, which is a good strikeout ratio per 9 innings pitched. Dan Haren was traded from the Arizona Diamondbacks to the Los Angeles Angels excuse me, for Joe Saunders. In my eyes, that was a good deal for the Angels, but Joe Saunders has been with the Angels since he began, so it's kind of sad to see him go. You know what I mean? For pitching, they also got Ervin Santana. Ervin Santana is a decent pitcher. He's definitely could be a number 1 or number 2 starter. He went 17-10 with a 3.92 ERA, 222 and 2/3 innings, and 169 strikeouts. The ERA is pretty good considering his career of a 4.39 ERA. So yeah, Ervin Santana is definitely a good pitcher and can eat up a good amount of innings. So having Haren and Santana there, that's a good way to keep the bullpen not busy, so they can be rested. They also got Jared Weaver, who went 13-12 with a 3.01 ERA, 224 1/3 innings, and 233 strikeouts. He led the majors in strikeouts over King Felix. Jared is definitely a 20-win game guy. He could have won 20 games last year, but the fact is, since he didn't get good run support, Weaver had to sell with a 13-12 record. Same story with Felix Hernandez, except Hernandez is like much better. So yeah, having those 3 guys as starting is amazing. Now they also got Joel Pinheiro. Joel Pinheiro last year went 10 for 7. He got injured last year. He had a 3.84 ERA, 152 innings, and 92 strikeouts. Pinheiro is a lifetime 97-86 with a 4.34 ERA. Considering the ERA, he improved, but with the record, he could have been like a 15-game winner if he wasn't injured. He's at 97 wins, only 3 wins away from 100. So yeah, that's a good milestone for any pitcher nowadays, considering you don't really see any pitcher with like 200 wins anymore. They also got Scott Kazmir. Scott Kazmir went 9-15 with a 5.94 ERA, 150 innings, and 93 strikeouts. In my eyes, that's just stupid, okay? Because, first of all, he has a high ERA because, well, I don't know if this is his fault. It is his fault, but the manager also is kind of stupid because he left Kazmir in there to allow like 12-15 runs in one game in the 5th inning, and why he left him in there is because he wanted to teach him a lesson. So by teaching him a lesson to make his ERA go skyrocket, yeah, that's not really a good lesson. Kazmir is your number 4, number 5 starter. He's not really that good, but yeah, he's okay. For catching, they got Jeff Mathis. Jeff Mathis last year only played 68 games. In those 68 games, he hit 3 home runs, 18 RBIs, and had a 195 average. Now, considering that they traded, what's his name again? Oh my goodness, what's the guy's name? Oh yeah, for the catcher, since they traded away, they traded Toronto away to get Vernon Wells. I can't think of the guy they traded. Mike Napoli. Since they traded Mike Napoli away, who was the catcher, that means the catching spot is open, so he's probably going to take the spot of catcher. Jeff Mathis is a great clutch guy, but Mike Napoli was just that much better. For next year, look at him to put up 10 home runs, 40 RBIs with a 250 batting average. They got Eric Ibar. Ibar last year, Ibar is their shortstop. Last year, Ibar went 5 home runs, 29 RBIs, and a 253 average. Next year, you can look at Ibar to put up again like 5-6 home runs, but this time with like 40 RBIs and 260 average, 265. Ibar is a decent shortstop, but he's not like a Gold Glove shortstop. They also got Kendry Morales. Kendry Morales last year was injured, but he played 51 games. In those 51 games, he got 11 home runs, 39 RBIs, and a 290 batting average. Morales, you can look at him next year to put up 30 home runs, 110 RBIs, and a 305 batting average. Kendry Morales is a decent first baseman defensive-wise, but offensive-wise, he fits with Mark Teixeira with offense, when he's healthy, of course. They also got Meister Sturz. Meister Sturz last year played only 61 games, 3 homers, 27 ribbies, 250 average. Next year, you can look at him to put up 5 home runs, 43 RBIs, with a 275 average. He's the Angels' third baseman. He's okay defensively. He was with the Orioles. They also got Alberto Callaspo. Alberto Callaspo last year, he went 10 home runs, 56 RBIs, and a 265 average. He's the Angels' third baseman, also second baseman. Callaspo next year, look at him to put up about only like 4 home runs, 5 home runs. He's going to definitely drop in home runs. He's going to drop in RBIs from 56 to 40, but he's going to go up in average from 265 to 285. So I don't know if that's a good trade-off, but you know, it's better because average means you get on base more. So with that being said, more chances to get runs driven in. They also got Bobby Abreu. Bobby Abreu is one of those guys that are under the radar. Last year he hit 20 home runs, 78 RBI, and a 255 batting average. Abreu is the right fielder, and you can look at him to put up again another 20-25 home runs next year. Look at him to decrease in RBIs from 78 to 75, but increase in average definitely from 255 to 295, because he is capable of that. Bobby Abreu is definitely consistent because he's always managed to hit like 20 or more home runs and drive in on average like 80 RBIs. He's a lifetime 296 hitter, and he has 2,257 hits. I don't know if he's going to get to the 3,000 mark, but he's definitely one of those guys that, if he stays consistent, might be able to get into the Hall of Fame. They also got Torrey Hunter. Hunter last year definitely decreased by far. He hit 23 home runs, 90 RBIs with a 281 average. You can look at Torrey Hunter to put up 24 home runs, 25 home runs next year with 100 RBIs, but instead of a 281, a 291 batting average, 293 batting average. Actually, to be honest, Hunter didn't decrease that much at all. He actually improved with RBIs. He's just average right now, but he went above average with averaging his average. He has 1,667 career hits. You can look at him in like 2 years from now to put up 2,000 hits, because 2 years is all he needs if he hits 150 a year, which he probably will. They also got Vernon Wells. Wells was part of the deal when they sent Juan Rivera and Mike Napoli to Toronto. Vernon Wells hit 31 home runs, 88 RBI, and a 273 batting average. Vernon Wells, you can look at, put up 30 home runs next year, no doubt. 30 home runs with 100 RBIs and a 290 batting average. Vernon Wells is actually great, considering he averages 25, 27 home runs a year. So yeah, he's definitely a threat. My prediction for the Angels next year is they will win the division, no doubt, but it's going to be a tough one considering who else you got in there. You got Oakland, who might have a chance. You got Oakland, you got Texas, and you got Seattle, who's iffy. Probably not Seattle, but they do have pitching. Seattle, at least Felix is the only pitcher they have. So yeah, you never know. That's my take on the Los Angeles Angels. So come on back. Thank you.